Hello, Pisces. Welcome to your October connection session. I am Princess India if you're new, and if you're family, welcome back, my friend. So we're going to go ahead and jump into you guys' cards. We're going to be looking at an overall energy as well as a chat. No, we're not. I'm lying. We're looking at the energy between you and your person of interest. I was about to do a soul session, child. We're going to be looking at the energy between you as well as your person of interest, and then we're getting into a more specific spread, or we're looking at how your person of interest thinks as well as feels about your Pisces. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Our first card out representing you all for the month of October is the Nine of Cuppies. So Pisces, you guys are in a pretty good place. You are fulfilled. I would say that you guys have put some time, energy, and effort into something, and I don't know why I'm picking this up. Kind of on a personal level. I mean, not to say that in a romantical sense that you're not, happy and fulfilled. But it feels more on a personal level that you guys have kind of reached a place to where you are content and the work that you've done to where it is that you are now. So you're pretty much in a good place personally. And that goes for whether you're in a connection presently or not. Pisces is happy, right? Now, your person of interest, not so happy. They are showing up as the Chariot in the reverse. That's Cancerian energy. So your person of interest, they very well could be blocked. I just heard in their career. I don't know if this is a new person for you guys, Pisces, or this is someone that you guys may potentially be in separation with. I'm going to get a little bit more information on that when I look at the energy between the two of you. But with your person of interest, it's almost as if they're torn between two worlds. For every reason that they have to go forward is the same amount of reasons they can find to stay backwards where it is that they are. That's just kind of the impression that I'm getting. So your person of interest is more or less blocked. So I could say if this is someone that you guys dealt with past tense, so if you're watching this with the intention of finding out about a person that you guys used to date or broke up with or something of the sort, what it would look like to me is that Pisces has moved forward and focused on your own personal contentment, and your person of interest is still very much stuck in. I kind of get the sense, not yet necessarily taking personal accountability for what the issue is, but I feel like that's kind of the root of their problem. We'll get more to that when we get into their spread. But it more or less seems to me that there's a lack of clarity for them. So if I were to say it in the context of, if you think about the two of you's connection, say if there's a lesson they were supposed to learn from this, or learning about how their bad behavior has contributed to this, they have not quite accepted that within themselves, and that would be the root of why it is that they're stuck. Now, the energy between the two of you, okay, it ain't over. We have the Ten of Swords in the reverse. So it's a resistance to move forward for the both of you. So I kind of have this vibe that this may just be a break. And this really honestly could be Pisces. This would seem to me like two people who have a thing for each other and have for some time, and you guys kind of going your separate ways is kind of a part of this connection, like not speaking to each other or what have you. But even though it would seem, I think from the outside looking in, it would seem as though both of you have moved forward or left each other behind or what have you. But the vibe that I get from this Ten of Swords in the reverse is more or less the two of you have not yet let this go. So what this would look like to me for Pisces is you guys are busying yourself with things and focusing on other things, but there's still a part of you that's still very much tied to this person. I mean, that would also be the reason why you're watching this, you know what I'm saying? But anywho, getting into their more specific spread, first we're getting into their fleeting thoughts. First card that we have is the Tower in the reverse, and that is Scorpio energy. Okay, and we have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Child, look. Oh. Then we have the Six of Cuppies in the reverse. And in their conscious thoughts, oh, good God, we have the Two of Swords. Your person cannot move forward. but they don't necessarily feel that you have either. So with this Tower in the reverse and this Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, it's more or less what they're weighing in their mind presently in reference to you is they are, and I would even go as far as to say this, they're plotting on potentially coming back to speak to you all. I think for your person of interest, I can say this for sure. If they're looking at you like on social media or asking about you to other people, their perception of you, Pisces, but I feel honestly, Pisces, I mean, be honest in the comments if you feel like it. But I feel the way this person would perceive you is kind of constructed. It's the way that you would want them to perceive you. So from the outside looking in, this person would look at your life and their perception would be that you have moved on and you're happier and you're not really too much worried about them or what they're doing or what's really going on, that you're over it. You know what I mean? And more or less, well, let me not say over it, because I do see in a sense with this Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, it's like your person's perception of you is that you're trying to avoid an argument. You're trying to avoid any type of chaos, calamity, confusion that would happen between the two of you. But it's still also knowing, even with that, that you don't necessarily have closure, and then you're not necessarily over it 100%. And quite possibly that you still may harbor resentment or negativity towards them. And that's me diving a little bit into this Six of Cups, because what they're weighing in their mind and sort of kind of projecting a little bit too, but I mean, they have limited information to go off of. It's more or less their thought is that Pisces isn't talking to me. Pisces has created distance because Pisces could potentially believe that if we were to speak, we would have an argument again. We wouldn't get to the resolution of it. You know, it would just be kind of chaos in a sense. But because of your history or because of how things ended between the two of you, it's a level of, I don't want to say confidence, but it's almost like a level of assurance that they know that even though it seems as if you've moved forward, that you couldn't have possibly completely cut them out. Like you may be tired of their crap, but they don't believe that you're completely done. Just because, like I said, either the history between the two of you or the fact that this ended abruptly. So their hope or their assumption is more or less because you don't have answers, you could not have possibly moved on in totality. But their thought is more or less that you are thinking about them. I wouldn't go as far as to say like miss them, but it's more or less hoping, and I'm saying this with this Wheel of Fortune and the Six of Cups here, it's almost kind of like a hope. It's a hope that because they haven't gotten closure, because they never got an answer or clarity from me of what really happened or why I did what I did or why I said what I said or why things, you know, ended up the way that they did. That's almost the hope that they're having that kind of keeps the door cracked at the very least. You know what I mean? But it's the thought that the reason why you aren't necessarily reaching out to them or chasing after them or whatever the case is because you're just trying to avoid the chaos and calamity of what it would be if the two of you spoke. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of things left unsaid in this connection. So kind of the gist I get from this, Pisces, honestly, this would be almost like if you found out this person was dating someone else or found out that they were just dating someone and you didn't know about it, or some sort of secret this person hid from you. If you guys were dating for a long time and this person just came out and said like, I never want children, I really want kids, and you're like, why would you not tell me that type of deal? Or if this person just ghosted you, abruptly broke up with you without like a clear explanation, it feels to me something like that, to where it kind of leaves you hanging. But this is me just kind of projecting backwards. I feel like I said with this Nine of Cups, it's kind of like what your distraction or your lifesaver was amidst the chaos with this particular person of how things ended. That's kind of how you not necessarily fully got over it, but that's the thing that kept you going. because I don't feel that this ended like, amicably, if I could say it that way. Now, with their conscious thoughts being the Two of Swords, that brings me back to their overall energy being a tear. What was I about to say? I don't know what I was about to say. Anyway, the Chariot and the reverse, because I'm like running words in my head and I'm like, I think I was about to say that word. Really glad that I stopped myself before I said that. Moving right along, Pisces. With this Two of Swords, it brings me back to this Chariot in the reverse, because it's kind of the same thing I was telling you, where it's like an avoidance of accountability. Your person is at a place where, in reference to you, they know they need to make a decision. And what my hunch is that this decision is to communicate with you or not, right? And I feel this is supported by what their fleeting thoughts are. It's more or less, I don't want to make this worse than it already is. How can I speak to Pisces without it being an argument? You know what I mean? I know that they're still not over what it is that happened past tense. How angry are they about that? I'm hoping that even though they may be angry, they still have kind of hope in the connection, because I really didn't give them clarity. So it's just them kind of being in this headspace. But I feel the most difficult thing for them is what I was saying in the Chariot in the reverse, is taking that personal accountability, because it's almost like if they were hoping that you would reach out to them, and that's literally what it could have been up to this point, is hoping that you would break and reach out to them. But it's almost like with you being at the Nine of Cups, they're seeing you become more and more distant and farther away from them. So it's kind of coming down to a point where it's like, oh crap, like I'm going to have to be the one that takes that step. I'm going to have to be the one that reaches out. But it's trying to figure out, what do I say? What do I say to them? Like, with the lack of accountability with this Chariot, it's like, do I want to admit that I'm wrong? Not really. You know what I mean? Can I just say hi? Can I just be like, how you been? Do I just send a meme? That's kind of like the headspace your person of interest is in. Now, their subconscious impression / projection. Oh, wow. We have the 10 of coins. So here's the dealio, Pisces. Your person of interest, they like you, they love you. They look at you, and it's almost on a core level, really. The core, like you are like home to them. And I want to really say soulmate, I'm gonna be honest. It's almost like they feel that they have this unspoken connection with you, almost to the point of like, we're supposed to be together, we're supposed to have a family, like this is my human, so to speak. And this of course is subconscious. So how this would manifest is more or less kind of like a magnetism. Like this person would almost feel like they could be themselves around you, that no one understands them the way that you do. If the two of you have creative gifts, it's almost like the creative gifts that you guys have complement each other. The career paths that you guys are on are complementary of each other. You guys have similar like moral codes or value systems. I mean, we could even go as far as to say with spiritual beliefs or religious beliefs, those are similar. When it comes to desires and stuff you guys have for your future and your life long term, you guys have a lot of that in common, to where I would even say that people who know you guys would feel, or probably have told you guys, that you're like perfect for each other. You know what I mean? So that's kind of the driving force behind all of this, because despite what it is that's happened between the two of you, and I can tell you, whatever this is that happened between the two of you, it could have been a lot worse than it was. But I feel whatever it was horrible. The vibe I get, Pisces, is legit. What this person did was, it was really jacked up. You know what I mean? Where the only thing that I'm seeing that is helping up for them is the fact that you really love them. Like that, in this connection I'm talking about with this 10 of coins, like the soulmatey kind of vibe. That's literally the only thing that's helping up for this person. Because I feel, even though, Pisces, you're not going to let somebody blatantly disrespect you, you know what I mean? And you're going to set boundaries. But with this person, when and this is just what I'm, intuiting, but it's almost like when you're away from them, you can stand your ground. But once that person's in your face, it's a little more complex. And I would even say so in text too. You're a little bit stronger with standing your ground in text, but it's like when this person is face to face with you, you may be a little stronger on the phone, but when they're face to face with you, it's a little more complex for you to stand your ground. But like I'm saying, your person of interest feels that same thing. So when they do jacked up stuff, they always like regret it and feel bad and things of the sort. You know what I'm saying? So, and like I said, in the projection realm of this, that's still a good thing because this person sees you as that. It's like they're seeing you as the ideal person. But now here's the thing that's interesting. And this is information I don't know. I mean, I have to do a whole nother spread for that to find that out. But just with me kind of using context clues, what your person has towards you in their subconscious and how they're viewing you, right? They sense it, they feel it. They're seeing you as this person, like this high standard on a pedestal, very value driven, stable, wifey hubby type of material, great father mother material type of deal. That's how they're seeing you. But my vibe with this is that this person doesn't see themselves as that. So it's almost like they have some maladaptive, distorted self-concept kind of vibe is what I would get. And I feel that's where the root of this is. And again, y'all, this is what I'm getting intuitively because I feel with this person, it's almost like they're a saboteur. It's almost like every time things between you guys seem to be going well, it's they do something that just completely fucks it up. And it's like, why are you like this? You know what I mean? But at the root of it, it's this person doesn't really feel that they deserve you. You know what I mean? Because they don't see themselves the way that they see you, but how they see you is themselves, if that's making sense. You know what I'm saying? So if I were to just use this illustratively, say if the 9 of Cups was the energy signature, like your true core energy signature of Pisces, right? This person would be the 10 of Pentacles, their true core energy signature. But they're projecting the 10 of coins onto Pisces, right? But they're seeing themselves as, I don't know, the devil in the reverse, right? So say that their self-concept is like, I'm the devil in the reverse. Like I'm just stuck in this. Well, I mean, they kind of are stuck in this repetitive pattern of self-sabotage. I don't deserve nice things kind of vibe. You know what I'm saying? They're completely oblivious to them actually being the 10 of coins. But I feel more or less that's kind of like the karmic-y kind of vibes that you guys would be playing out with each other. It's them projecting themselves onto you over time, getting to see that veneer of the 10 of coins, dissipate to where they see you as the 9 of Cups. And then in turn realize the 10 of coins is me. That's an ideal world, right? But their feelings towards you, we have the 6 of coins and the reverse. Whew, poor little Tink Tink. So yeah, Pisces, this is much what I was saying in the beginning. Their feeling is that they feel that you're not willing to invest in this, and they're fearful to invest in this. So I would stand with what I was saying in the beginning. I really wholeheartedly believe that the two of you are not in communication with each other. And I feel the reason why you aren't in communication is because, I mean, it's like the 6 of coins in the reverse perpetuated. I feel this relationship prior to the breakdown that happened was very one-sided. It's more or less Pisces was the one doing a lot. You were always calling, you were always trying to link with the person and things of the sort. And I feel something is kind of like the straw broke the camel's back kind of vibe that I'm getting. For some of you, it could be just getting fed up with that. But I don't really feel that. I feel like it was some kind of blow up or event or information that came out that was irreconcilable, so it seems. And the reason why I'm saying so it seems, because what I pick up heavily, Pisces, with the energy between you and this person it's not that you feel this person can do no wrong. It's just it almost feels like you're helpless to put a period at the end of the sentence with this person. It's like, if you looked at it from a superficial level, like even if this was one of your friends, if this was one of your friends, you would probably tell your friend, like, girl, like, what are you doing? Like, leave him alone. Like, for real, right? But it's just something about this connection that you have with this person that you find is so difficult. Like, even though your logical mind is like, this is a stupid idea, like, clearly look at their behavioral pattern, they're clearly not going to change. But it's like, in your heart and your soul, it's something that's just, it's that whole connection type of thing, and you can't deny that. But like I said, when I see with your person of interest, it's the same thing. Like, they as well feel on a core level that you're their person on an energetic level, really, because like I said, it's subconscious, so they're not aware of it. So they feel that connection, but this person is just a saboteur. So the only thing that I'm kind of concerned with this Six of Coins in the reverse with their feelings is like them feeling like you're over it and I'm not about to put effort into this, and them strategizing on how to like get back to communicate or get back in your good graces. But my question is, like, you're not investing anymore, but if you were to speak to them again, are they going to invest now? You know what I'm saying? I would have preferred to see the Six of Coins upright. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, is this going to repeat into this whole one-sided kind of deal? Hold on, let me pull one of these. Tell me about the Six of Coins in the reverse, poor favor. Oh my goodness. The not today, I'm trying to make sure nothing else came flipped over. We have the not today card. Just not today, Satan. Not dealing, hurt, avoiding a conversation, called person, boundaries, still angry. Child, look, this whole card, goddamn, I could have just pulled this card instead of doing all this for this reading. This is dead ass everything I just said. So with this person, you're not investing. Going back to the Two of Swords, they know they're going to have to be the one to take a step forward. At present, they're not. But my main question is, are they going to invest? Oh, well, we have palm tree that fell out before I could finish my dang sentence. And it says stability, security, performance, growth, endurance, and flexibility. So, I mean, it's a possibility, guys. But I always say with this, this is general reading on, YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Which is why we're going to throw the dice of resonance. But I say with this, I mean, that's the goal. That's what their desire is. It's this palm tree will be telling me that with this person reaching out to you, their motives behind it is aligning with this subconscious energy of the 10 of coins. You know what I mean? And it also speaks to like the resilience, if you want to say it that way, of this particular connection. You know what I mean? But it's just trying to them strategizing on how to come at you. You know what I mean? And I never tell you guys what to do, so I can't say like, screw off on the person or whatever, because like I said, this really feels to me like this is a song and dance you guys have done before. So I mean, it's totally up to you whether or not you hear them out. But whenever they get the cojones, they're gonna reach out to you if they haven't already. So we're gonna go ahead and throw the dice of resonance. Go ahead and ask a yes or no question. All right, we have Moon, female, ask again, Leo, Libra, and friend. So female, they can be a Libra or Leo moon, and friend. Or this could just be talking about the new moon in Libra. That's today. So ask your question again. Say it out loud, dagnabbit, son of a gun. Oh, the answer to your question is hell no. Hell no to the no, no, no. Hell no to the no. So, anywho, my wonderful Pisces, this has been your connection session for October. Most certainly, let me know what you think in the comments. And always, I love your freaking face, and I will see you guys.